Well, as we've reported, if you work in Montana and make minimum wage, you got a pay raise at the beginning of the year. So what impact will this have on businesses? MTN's Coulter Anstad explains.
Inside Grinders Soups and Subs in Great Falls, owner John Williams has plenty to keep him busy.
Okay.
One thing he doesn't have to worry about, though, is the state's minimum wage increasing 45 cents to $9.20, effective January 1st.
We find that even the entry-level positions now are, up to the $13, $14 an hour.
Williams also owns the Burger Bunker next door. His employees were already making more than the minimum wage, and he says most businesses nowadays do the same.
It definitely affects the cost that we have to charge. It also makes a difference in how you staff and how you choose to use your labor.
While the exact economic impact the increase will have is hard to quantify, the Montana Department of Labor and Industry reported that as of December 2021, less than 2% of the state's workforce at the time was making minimum wage or less. For more information about the state's minimum wage laws, click on the link in this story on our website. In Great Falls, Coulter Anstad, MTN News.
The Great Falls Police Department will be acquiring a police officer who was sworn in at the commission chambers early this morning. This officer recently retired from the Great Falls Fire Department and will continue his public service. MTN's Cade Mentor has that story.
The Great Falls Police Department started their day with a new addition to the department, who is all familiar with first responders and community involvement.
Police Department.
With fidelity.
With fidelity.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Community members and law enforcement gathered this morning for the swearing-in ceremony of new police officer Shane Clippens. Shane recently retired from the Great Falls Fire Department and will now continue his public service in the Great Falls Police Department.
Well, it feels amazing. I've been able to do it for the last 20 years with Great Falls Fire Rescue, and I've had an opportunity with them to serve the community in virtually every way you can think of.
While Shane may be transitioning into a new role, his past memories of working in the fire department cannot be forgotten.
When an opportunity came up to also serve as a police officer and retire from the fire department, I mean, seriously, what little kid doesn't look at fire trucks and think that they'd be interested in doing that?
Members of the police department who have worked with Shane since his fire department years believe he will serve an important role.
Shane's a great fit for us. We've known him for a while, obviously, because he's a fireman that was very involved in training and those sorts of things. And then the 4 years he spent with our department as a chaplain will give us a great opportunity for him to continue to serve the community in that capacity.
Shane comes from a diverse background, obviously serving with the fire department. He has a deep knowledge of what it means to serve the community. He brings everything that we're looking for in an individual.
As Shane transitions into his new role, he cannot be more grateful for the Great Falls community.
I'd like to thank the community for supporting both agencies and for me personally as I take this next step. So thank you so much for all your support, and we'll see you on the streets.
In Great Falls, Cade Mentor, MTN News.